last tab then is on location, and this is the one tab that calculates stuff here but then populates it back into, in terms of the actual points, populates it back into the other categories. So it goes through options for transportation. So you can use Google Maps basically to calculate the distances between your site. So if you remember, our site plan, I've just rotated it because that north is actually up there, and it's in, I found it in Monkstown in Dublin. And what you can start to do is, so the this is the nearest Lewis and Dart. Now, so it's worth noting that the Lewis and Dart are not seen as train stations under HPI. They're seen as low E transport options. But if, let's say, there was a Wexford to Dublin train that stopped there, then you could include it. So we're going to get back to directions, please. So no, I don't want to do that. I want to get directions to here. Now I can't even use Google. Okay, okay. We're gonna. I don't know what does it amount. I don't know what's going on, lads. Yes, I wanted directions. Thank you. So choose my starting point here. Thank you. Um, so you can do the walk and distance basically, and it'll give you the distance on within that. Because I'm just assuming it's somewhere in the middle of the site, for example. On the on this particular one, there is pedestrian links, so this is out to the main road, but then there is pedestrian links proposed here and here to go into the existing estates here and here. So you can, well, you'll know your own project, but just that you can estimate what would those be if that was a train station, for example. And so let's assume in this example that we have our train station. It's within 1200, or within our 1200, let's say. So we're going to get our 5 points. Public transport stops, again, looking at Google, we've got our bus stop here, and if we're going to come out through, we're going to come out through, say, one of those. You got 450. What I must check out, what's not clear to me is, let's say you have a house back in here that doesn't make it. I suppose that one wouldn't be certified. Actually, I'm answering my own question. So if you had a unit here that you could make it, you may have different answers for different housing units. So for this category, I guess, yeah, that's how it must. Although it doesn't give it here. That's something to actually, I'll clarify, because what happens if some of them are within 1200 but others aren't? So I'm going to ask John about that one. So in this instance, let's say there's public transport stops within 1,000 meters, or I think that was pretty doable there. Yeah, 450. So there, you could get that down 450 at the minute. Again, depending on where, which one of those you took. There's another one here. So you could calculate that as well and see the distances, and even try and get it down even further. Let's just see if we went here and we got directions, and we went here. Yeah, so that's going to be down 110, or even from here. So let's say even from the middle of the site. Well, it doesn't realise we could go that way, but yeah, you could definitely potentially achieve even more points there. The low E transport options, so that's the Lewis, the Dart, or looking for E charging points, depending how many of those options we have. We know we've definitely 2 there anyway, which would be 10, but let's say we have 3 with an E charging point nearby. Availability of walking and cycle paths. Again, you'll probably know your own site, but